Right, so for the first time this season, we are post-game interviewing with new manager, Sam Morgan. First of all, Sam, today, FA Trophy, 3-0 win away at Merstham.
Yeah.
Our first ever win in the FA Trophy. So, despite Darren managing the club for 30 years, he's never won in the trophy. Your first game? There you go. Simple.
Yeah, not too simple. Obviously, we had to make some adjustments at half time. I think we were still the better side, obviously, throughout the 90 minutes. But it's always nice in the cup run. But that's two bogey teams in a way, or bogey things that we've got over. Obviously, last week with Guernsey, who we hadn't had the best record against. But obviously, we put that to bed. Obviously, I actually didn't know about that. So sorry, Darren. But always nice. I could see him obviously smiling afterwards, so it's always pretty good and good to do it for the club. But overall, yeah, good day, and in the conditions of 30 degrees plus, obviously a big testament to the boys to get the right result.
Cool. You made a couple of changes from last week. You
Yeah.
brought Izzy in for Danny Devine, gave Nabil a start. Any thinking behind that, or was it just sort of to give players more minutes?
A bit of both, really. I think had a conversation with Izzy, certainly. He's been pretty patient this whole time, but actually, when we looked at it, they were going direct into the corners, and Danny, superb as he is in the air, sometimes getting in behind is probably not his strength, as it were. So we looked at it and thought Izzy deserved his chance, but also, yeah, a bit of a tactical thinking around that. Nabs, obviously a game changer when he came on. I think he needed that little refresh for him, and obviously he's come back in and again superb for 90 minutes.
Yeah. You've brought in a few new players over the last couple of weeks. Jordan and Ashley. Have they settled in well? They look like they have.
Yeah, I think the thing is, any player that comes in, it's always a bit of an advantage when they know some of the players already. Jordan's played with a few of the lads over the years. Obviously, an experienced player, knows how it works in the change room as well. So nice and easy for him to settle in. Ash knows the likes of Max Oldham, Simo as well already. So it was again just nice and easy for them to settle in. But they've actually just bought into how we're trying to play and what we're trying to do, obviously at the club. So yeah, it's been really easy for them to settle in.
Cool. One thing that's noticeable, you've got a really good changing room. The atmosphere seems superb this year.
Yeah.
What do you attribute that to? Is it just your own good man management? Blow your own trumpet?
Yeah, no, you know what? For me, is actually just remembering the other side of it, what it was like to be in a player, and actually remembering what the good changing rooms were like. Sometimes you can have some great talented players in there, but if they're just not right, you have to make that hard decision, and that's what we've had to do. We've had a couple of good players, obviously wanting to come in, but a couple of players that I thought, they probably might be slightly better than maybe what we could have brought in. But actually, ultimately, I just want the boys to be comfortable in that change room. I think if you feel comfortable with the boys around you, you're going to have that desire to fight for each other when it comes to the sort of game time.
Okay, that's cool. Just as an aside, we've got a couple of lads out at Forest Row at the moment.
Yeah.
Both Aaron and Matty Hill both started.
Yeah, and Tom Jones as well is also there. Yeah.
Matt notched again for him this afternoon.
Okay, did he? Yeah.
Surgeon run into the area, wins a penalty, takes
Right.
a penalty.
Water's wet. Yeah.
You must be pleased that sort of the youngsters are getting some game time. Are you looking to bring them back into the fold at any stage?
Of course. I think there's obviously a method to it as well. I think the lads have been identified obviously by the great programme that we have with Royal Russell, obviously in the under 18s, and they've been identified to us. They came in during pre-season and they've been superb. But again, at the same time, it's their first sort of taste of adult football, shall we say. So the relationship with Forest Row is superb. They give me regular reports there, so when I can't be there on a game day, potentially, the reports obviously come back. But the thinking is to get them in there. And Matty obviously had a little bit of a sniff, actually, first game of the season against Met Police. He's unlucky not to get an assist. But, he can blame the lads, obviously didn't put it away. But at the same time, yeah, looking forward to obviously getting them involved.
Okay. And you touched on the Royal Russell link. There's a lad who scored 7 in 2 games for them.
Yeah.
I assume you're keeping an eye on him.
100%. We won't mention names,
No,
for anyone that's obviously watching. But yeah, definitely someone obviously to keep an eye on, and probably have to get other people obviously in there as the time goes on. Noah Africa, for anyone that's obviously seen him through pre-season, is about to get involved in that programme as well. Okay. So it will give him a nice sort of foundation to obviously get back involved with us as well.
Perfect. Well, congratulations on the win today.
Cheers.
Congratulations on the new baby.
Yeah.
And well done, mate.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.